Hello, everyone. Welcome to this active imagination drawing by the great genius structuralism and methodology of Carl Gustav Jung, and activating an artifact on paper, analyzing it, hopefully getting some messages through the collective unconscious, and being able to see. What I like about doing these drawings is I'm able to see, and this is focusing on a very Pablo Picasso format, traditional format of the self-portrait and the model. Okay, and I use this for psychoanalytical pictorial purposes, where the model is an artifact. So a lot of times the model does not exist. So I go back and forth to the dynamics of the pictorial, what the pictorial is telling me. It's almost like a piece of music. A composer writes a piece of music. The music has a lot of attributes. It has rhythms, it has melodies, it has lyrics, and hopefully it's a great song, right? Not that I'm saying these are great drawings, but the drawing is a form of expression to be able to express yourself at any level. It doesn't matter if you're drawing like a face that looks like a potato head or a stick figure. That's enough. That stick figure or that form and content is enough to get you started in kind of doing the methodology of drawing and writing stuff out, very a la Leonardo da Vinci. Also, I'm bringing artists that are very reflected. You look at Leonardo's drawings; they have a lot of text drawings. That's the way he was able to process information, right? By drawing it out, journaling it, analyzing it, documenting it, and from there, not necessarily paintings came out of there, but there were 17,000 pages of his notebooks. What a coincidence! I think there's only 17 paintings of him. So he drew more, he journaled more, he did more studies. He would study a lot on engineering and all that. We can engineer our lives. We can engineer our emotions through the proper work of working with a psychologist and working in psychoanalysis. I've been in psychoanalysis for 22 years, and it took me a while to really understand as an artist, but understand me as a self-portrait, and be able to understand others in me, right? How I perceive the three-dimensional world, how I move around the Euclidean world, the 3D world, and why I feel the way I feel, why I have issues with people, why, blah, 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 blah. So in order to have a relationship, and I just finished hanging up with a friend of mine that's a drama starter, Italian-American guy in New Jersey, and we have a lot of friends together, and he's come a long way. And, part of 2022 has been redefining how we deal with people that are not good people, how you deal with a snake, a person who's a liar, a sneak, a cheater, a hypergamist, or an asshole, a guy that not committing, a guy that playing the field, a guy that is juggling partners, a guy that's playing you. So there are three things that I've learned from a dear friend of mine from Spain, a psychologist. Three basic things, right? Very simple. If you don't have an energy connection with a person, and that energy connection is a balance, that right off the bat, there's a balance, not a displacement, that you guys have an energy, then that's the beginning of a relationship. Relationships are a balance, okay? Then comes transparency, a lot of talk, a lot of opening up, and being able to be vulnerable. This guy here, look at her, look at that face, talk about a face. Looking up what? Looking up at the ceiling. He's looking somewhere else. and there's a line. The line is they're completely disconnected. There's a barrier. You know, when you look at yourself in the mirror, look at your face for what it is. Put a happy face. Even though if you're miserable, start looking in the mirror and start practicing having a smile. Start practicing at looking at yourself in the mirror and looking at your eyeballs. Right? Stare at yourself. Because the way you open your eyes, then do something that I've learned doing these videos, learn to communicate to yourself in the mirror. See every detail, how your mouth moves, how your teeth look, how your tongue moves around. Because what you're seeing is what others are seeing. Try to correct that. Try to get better people skills, communication skills. Developing a bond with eye-to-eye contact. It's a great bond to start doing what they call neurological sensory awareness. If you have a good bond with someone, the person will mimic that. If you have a pusillanimous face, a miserable face, imagine. Who wants to look at that? Who wants to look like the guy I'm talking to? He used to complain a lot. He thought complaining was fun. He learned it from his father. His father passed away last year, completely lonely. Nobody wants to hear a person rant or spew, blah, 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 spew. I've worked a lot on that area, and I try to avoid it now because I became aware of it. When I catch myself and I practice really seeing how I think, but also seeing what I say. At practicing in front of a mirror, practicing with the drawings, see how I see myself and others and what I want out of a relationship. I want commitment. I want transparency. I want a balance. I want an energy connection. If I don't have that, I'm fine by myself. Thank you.